In Super Bowl 57, we see the first brother matchup in the Super Bowl for the first time since two competing coaches went up against each other. Jim Harbaugh and John Harbaugh of the 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. We see the next set of brothers in a Super Bowl again. Arizona's last Super Bowl they hosted was Super Bowl 49. The 49ers involved the last brothers Super Bowl, so I find that very interesting as well. There's a total of 34 points scored in Super Bowl 47 for the winning team in John Harbaugh. The Kansas City Chiefs, as a franchise, with Travis Kelce in the first brother Super Bowl matchup since Super Bowl 47, are going to win their 47th postseason game, are going to win their 47th game in total ever since their last title. So that's 26, that's 40 regular season wins. They're going to win their 47th game since Super Bowl 54 in the first brother matchup since Super Bowl 47. The winning coach of Super Bowl 47, the older brother John Harbaugh, has gematria 47. This not only connects to the last brother matchup in Super Bowl 47, but it connects to the Super Bowl host, the Arizona Cardinals. Their last championship occurred in the year 47 against the Philadelphia Eagles. There was a total of 49 points scored in that game. Arizona did host Super Bowl 49. The Cardinals won the game with 28 points. In this Super Bowl at Arizona, it is the AFC that's going to win for the 28th time. And the Patriots were the winning team of the last Super Bowl at Arizona with 28 points. So, 47th win for the Chiefs since their last title is going to occur against Jalen Hurts. This was the 15th NFL championship game. The Eagles will lose their 15th game since their last loss at Glendale to number 15 Patrick Mahomes for the first Super Bowl winner since the last Super Bowl winners were the Rams and Tampa. Both have gematria of 15 as well as MVP. So this 47 not only ties to the brothers, but also the last time the host won the championship, the Arizona Cardinals. And so we are at 75 years since the Cardinals last won the title. Arizona Cardinals is gematria 75. Now what about the gematria of Harbaugh? In gematria, it is Harbaugh, that's gematria 66 in 39. It is Arizona, that's gematria 39. Now, we see the first matchup of brothers in a Super Bowl for the first time since the Harbaugh brothers over at the state of Arizona. That is what it's telling you right there. Now, John Harbaugh has gematria of the Chiefs' last victory at Miami Gardens. John Harbaugh of the Ravens was the winning coach. Tim Hightower scored the winning touchdown in the Eagles' last playoff loss at Glendale. Number 34, Tim Hightower. The Eagles lose the next brothers Super Bowl matchup because the last brothers Super Bowl matchup was played. Once I find Super Bowl 47 here, the Harbaugh Bowl. When we make that distinction with Super Bowl 47 and the Eagles losing their last playoff game at Glendale after number 34 scored a touchdown Tim Hightower, the Ravens won that Super Bowl with 34 points. So that's how you know that, yes, it is the Chiefs that are going to win. The Eagles lose again. They lose to be 1-3 in the Super Bowl with Kurt Warner being the Eagles at Glendale. Number 13, Warner, and the Eagles play at Lincoln Financial Field. It's Lincoln, that's gematria 34. Now, the Harbaugh Bowl was played on the 34th day of the year. The 34th day of the year being February the 3rd. So the Cardinals' last championship was in Super Bowl 47, or was in the 1947 NFL championship game. And the last brother matchup was in Super Bowl 47. And the host last title was in Super Bowl 47. And February the 3rd is the 34th day of the year. So that's how you connected to the Ravens being the winning team with 34 points, and the Eagles' last playoff loss at Glendale occurring to number 34, Tim Hightower, with their next playoff loss occurring on Lincoln's birthday, the 34th day of the year. So there are a total of 65 points scored in that game between the Ravens and the 49ers. Philadelphia's gematria of 65. The Chiefs' last title was at Florida. Florida's 38. And Coach Andy Reid does have gematria of 65 as well. He wins this brother Super Bowl matchup. John Harbaugh's gematria of 113. Miami Gardens and Hightower have gematria of 113. The last Super Bowl site, Los Angeles, California's gematria of 113. John Harbaugh is the winning brother. It's Travis Kelce of the Chiefs could be the winning brother for Patrick Mahomes to improve his playoff record to 11-3. With this last title being at Miami Gardens, the Eagles' last loss at Glendale occurred with the Tim Hightower touchdown. John Harbaugh, coach of the Ravens, was 59 years old at the start of the season. He's 60 years of age right now in the present day. Glendale is gematria 60. The losing brother, Jim Harbaugh, is currently 59 years of age, and that's the gematria of Miami Gardens. That's the gematria of Hightower, and the winning Super Bowl coach. So it's looking good if you're a fan of Andy Reid. In the Kelce Bowl, it's the Chiefs that will win the Super Bowl 36 months later with Coach Andy Reid at the Cardinals Stadium. They call him Big Red. The Cardinals are called Big Red. They're the Red Sea. The Chiefs win over there. So John gematria 47, the winning brother, the Chiefs' 47th win since they last won the Super Bowl, is super significant. And 4 weeks and 3 days from Travis Kelce's October the 5th birthday to Jason Kelce's birthday, Super Bowl's being played on the 43rd day of the year. 32 days, and they included the Chiefs, who improved 3-2 in the Super Bowl. Andy Reid lost the NFC Championship game at Glendale when the Cardinals scored 32 points for 57 points combined. It's Chiefs, that's gematria 32, and Kansas City also has gematria 32. And next thing you know, it is Travis Kelce or rather Jason Kelce is going to lose this Super Bowl as the Chiefs improve to 3-2 in the big game. And also February the 3rd of 2013 is the third day of the second month. Now, February the 3rd, written as 2-3, the last brother matchup for Super Bowl 47. This time around, we see Patrick Mahomes winning 2 out of 3 Super Bowls to be the first regular season MVP to win the Super Bowl in the same season. 23 years later, it is Brady, who he would only lose the Super Bowl to win 2 out of 3, beating Jalen Hurts. And it's, of course, Las Vegas that is hosting next year's Super Bowl. So that's very significant as well. And the 49ers won 5 out of 6 Super Bowls when they lost to the Ravens. 56 prior Super Bowls before this year. Joe Flacco is the winning quarterback of that Super Bowl. Flacco's gematria of 22. It's Andy Reid that's going to win his 22nd playoff game against the Eagles. Eagles is gematria 22. Chiefs last Super Bowl on February the 2nd. And also Joe Flacco has gematria of Lincoln's birthday, the winning quarterback of the last brother matchup in the Super Bowl. So he won the Super Bowl on the 34th day. Same gematria as Warner in Lincoln. And number 34, Tim Hightower in Andy Reid's last game at Glendale. So very good stuff. The amount of time from Travis Kelce's birthday, October the 5th, to the Super Bowl is 4 months and 7 days. The Chiefs' 47th win since Super Bowl 54 is going to occur for their next title. That's the significance of 4 months and 7 days. It's also Kansas City Chiefs and abbreviations may have gematria of 47. Let me check it out. The Chiefs has gematria 47. The Chiefs is gematria 47. Their 47th win since their last title is going to occur as part of the narration of the Kelce Brothers 4 months and 7 days after the birthday of the winning brother, Travis Kelce. Some 131 days, end day included, is Super Bowl. And February the 3rd to February the 12th is 10 years in 9 days. Los Angeles hosted the last Super Bowl. That's also where Andy Reid is from. Los Angeles is 109 in gematria. And Jason Kelce, 14 weeks in a day to the Super Bowl. The Eagles win 1 out of 4 Super Bowls as a franchise. Three months and 8 days, end day included, from Jason Kelce's birthday to the Super Bowl. It is Minnesota, where the Eagles last played in a Super Bowl, has gematria 38. Florida, the Chiefs' last title, is gematria 38. And Louisiana was the place where we've seen the last brother Super Bowl matchup between the Harbaugh brothers. Louisiana is also the gematria of Philadelphia and Jason Kelce. And Jason has gematria 14. The Eagles win 1 out of their 4 Super Bowls. 59 is also the gematria of Miami Gardens, the last title, the touchdown for Tim Hightower that put away the Eagles in their last playoff game over there. Jason Daniel Kelce is gematria 59 as well, same gematria as Miami Gardens. So you know why the 59 is super significant. It's very significant. And this is also 38-day numerology, February 3rd of 2015. That is an 11-day. Now, the Eagles went to Glendale on October the 9th. And I like how it's 10 years and 9 days later we see the next brother Super Bowl matchup. It's between players now. It's not between the coaches like we've seen with the Harbaugh brothers. San Francisco lost that Super Bowl. They were 5-1 in the Super Bowl with the loss. The regular season MVP is going to win the Super Bowl this time, and the next brother Super Bowl matchup is going to see the first champion, with the prior 2 champions being the Rams and Tampa. So the 49ers, when they lost the last brother Super Bowl matchup, they went 5-1 in the Super Bowl. So that's kind of how that connects to the next Super Bowl matchup in this one. The regular season MVP has to win. And the Chiefs improved to 3-2 in the Super Bowl. 9-1, 8-7, 25, 5 and 1-1 is 32. So very interesting sequence with Jason Daniel Kelce's birthday. He's 6'3". It's the Chiefs' 63rd season. The 32 days end day included between the 2 brothers' birthday, Travis and Jason Kelce. 3-2 in the Super Bowl, the Chiefs. Now, John Harbaugh, when he won the Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens, this is 44 wins. He had 54 regular season wins as coach when he won the last brother matchup in the Super Bowl between the players. This time, Travis and Jason Kelce. The Chiefs win for the first time since Super Bowl 54. And postseason wins included that was his 63rd win as coach in the Super Bowl. In the next brother Super Bowl, the Chiefs win for the win in their 63rd season in the NFL. And he won 9 out of 13 games as coach. His opponents 4-9 in the postseason against John Harbaugh when he won the title. Super Bowl 49ers and the gematria Eagles, and the Eagles' last loss At Glendale, they were 4-9-1, December 20th of 2020. I talked about that in the prior video. So let's connect birthdays with the losing coach to the losing brother of this Super Bowl this time around. Jim Harbaugh's round 1, 26, pick 26. That's a 126 pick sequence. The amount of time from the Eagles-Cardinals game to the Super Bowl this year is a time span of, once we go to October the 9th, is a, once we go to 2022, that is a time span of 126 days. Jim Harbaugh, losing brother, round 1, pick 26. 126 is the gematria of New Orleans, where we've seen the last brother matchup in a Super Bowl. Now, Eli Manning. Eagles trying to become the first winning team of the NFC at Arizona since Elisha Manning, but don't get fooled by the riddle there. You've seen the sequence of Jim Harbaugh in his draft status in the Chiefs' 63rd season. The Eagles will try to ruin it, but this one is stronger right here. It's the first brother matchup since over at New Orleans in Super Bowl 47. John Harbaugh, John Shamacha, 47 point for the Chiefs since their last Super Bowl title. Year 20, Chiefs title, 2-2, 2020. Says it all. Okay, Jim Harbaugh, December 23rd. Let's go to December 23rd of 2022 to the birthday of Jason Kelce on November the 5th. Their birthdays are separated by 6 weeks and 6 days. Harbaugh is 66. 48 days, like Arizona being the 48th state in the Union. So, the last brother matchup involved the 49ers. The Chiefs' next matchup against the 49ers. 51 days later, MVP 51, Rams Tampa 51, 5-1 the Super Bowl. Jim Harbaugh when he lost the Super Bowl. The 49ers were 5-1 the Super Bowl. So the Eagles fall to 7-2 away from home because of Glendale, Arizona having gematria of 72. Now the winning coach, John Harbaugh, September the 23rd of the year 62, which is the gematria of Patrick Mahomes. It's all interconnected. Once you follow the sequence, you can't go wrong with it at all. You just can't. Okay, type it in the calculator. Travis Kelce is October 5th, 1989 birthday. Won the Super Bowl on the 33rd day with Patrick Mahomes. That's gematria of Glendale, by the way. Travis Kelce, 1989, is 27. That's 9. 5-14. He's a 15-6 life path numerology. The Eagles, 15th loss since losing at Glendale. That's going to happen against Travis Kelce. Pick 63, wins in the 63rd season of the NFL. 6'5" is gematria of Philadelphia. Travis Michael Kelce having gematria of City of Glendale. So Travis Michael Kelce, City of Glendale, which is also gematria of Harbaugh. City of Glendale is gematria 66. Harbaugh is 66 in 39 when we did it in the calculator earlier. The younger brother is going to win for the 28th time for the NFC. The Cardinals 28 points in their last championship against the Eagles. Uh, the Chiefs improving to 8-2 away from home. Young, Gematria 82. Philly, Gematria 82. Kelce Brothers, Gematria 36. Chiefs won the Super Bowl 36 years later. The Kelce Bros is Gematria 51. Jim Harbaugh, losing brother, 49ers 5-1. The Super Bowl, the MVP of the regular season, is going to win. So, that's the significance of all this. That was Jim Harbaugh's 16-32. That was his 37th playoff game against the Ravens. Phillies, Gematria 37. It's Kansas City Chiefs, that's Gematria 37. So that's how you know we're going to see this brother Super Bowl matchup. When Jim Harbaugh lost the Super Bowl, his playoff record was 3-2. So next brother Super Bowl matchup, Chiefs will be 3-2 in the Super Bowl, as we talked about with the gematria of Travis Kelce having gematria 32, or Jason Kelce, excuse me. Now, something very important too with the Philadelphia Eagles that you have to know. So the Eagles are going to lose their 25th game in the Super Bowl. Their 25th playoff game, I should say. The Ravens were the winning team of the Harbaugh Bowl. Ravens, gematria 79-25. Same gematria as Warner, who last beat the Eagles in a playoff game at Glendale, Lincoln's birthday, and the Kansas City Chiefs having gematria of 79. Plus, when we talk about New Orleans in the Harbaugh Bowl, the uh, the Saints hold the Eagles draft pick, if I'm not mistaken. So John Harbaugh, September the 23rd of 2022 to the day of the Super Bowl, 142. Harbaugh Brothers is gematria of 81, 171. The city of Glendale is gematria 71. We see the Harbaugh Brothers in the Super Bowl. It's Andrew Walter Reed that has gematria of uh, of, of 81 in the calculator. Baltimore Ravens winning team of the Super Bowl. Gematria of 81. Now the Ravens list of seasons. Okay. Playoff record when they won the Super Bowl. So 4-0, 5-0, 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 7-4, 8-5, 9-6, 10-7. It was their 14th win in the playoffs. The Eagles win 1 out of 4 Super Bowls. That's how the fix is in. That was their 14th win of the season when they beat the Niners in the Super Bowl back in 2012, which is a 32-year numerology.